We've made our May week 3 release last week with a lot of contribution from all of the GDC interns. It's quite a big release. We have quite a few new contributors. Some of them had contributed even in the past, so their names would be add up here, would probably show up in an earlier release.
I've worked on the UI patient page, and there was some unresponsive behavior in the sample test page. When we were opening the model, it was like unresponsive in mobile, so I made it responsive. Here is the video, and this is the model. Now it looks like this, and the input fields were becoming shorter when we were opening it in mobile, so I made it responsive. And yeah, and these are also some same mobile responsive issues. The cards were of 3 columns. Like I made it 2 columns in mobile view so that it does not comes out of the card, the content of these things. And lastly, I got a issue where it was like when we are scanning a random QR code, it was the things were crashing. So I added a condition that if we scan a random QR code, then it would give a notification that invalid QR code scanned.
Yep. So one change was this where I made this typable with keyboard with tab focus.
Yeah, okay. So it wasn't possible to type it on keyboard if you are basically typing really fast. You had to like click it with your mouse up until now. So I think that's what he's worked on there.
And one more, I introduced a checkbox to set the phone number as a WhatsApp number. So it would have another page. Now it just copies if you just click this checkbox.
Nice.
And one more is I worked in mobile devices. So whenever you click on the navigation, it was not closing before. Now it automatically closes as you click. And yeah, that's a minor change. I worked on some translations in all of the languages, which was causing these issues. Change here. Then I introduced kernel language, as you can see in translations.
So we have Kannada even before deploying in Karnataka.
So then the recent work, what I did was on this, I moved the camera feed to the tab in the consultation pages. And another one is nothing much to show, it's just a notification subscription issue, which is still not fixed. It's still a work in progress now.
So this week I made 2 PRs and I primarily added responsiveness on mobile use. Yeah, so like there were overlapping buttons and all, so I trying to fix those and added a full responsiveness on laptops and like bigger suite as well. So that's how I did for this week.
So this week I worked on quite a few PRs. I fixed the keyboard some issues in the keyboard shortcuts for the camera live feed, and it's yet to be merged. So you can control the camera motions through keyboard shortcuts. Then I worked on yeah, the oxygen related fields were very congested before, and now I added some padding, and it also looks good in mobile, so that's comfortable. Then yeah, when Pragati has raised an issue where when a notification has been clicked, it won't collapse and still hides the content. So when a notification has been clicked, now it closes the notification bar. And then same for the drawer in mobile. I think Rabel itself has already done that. But along with that, I also added drawer with the notification bar when both has been triggered. That's also another thing which is in this PR. And then I just added missing codes in environment. And another thing which I worked on is adding hints to the delete last entry mark as accident and unmarked buttons, because it was quite confusing earlier, and now it's like giving helpful details about what it exactly does.
Nice.
Okay, so I opened up 4 issues in the past week and made 2 PRs. So the first one was this issue, which I first found on working on the PWA on mobile, that trying to switch the language through this button was not working perfectly because the arrow was not clickable. So in this PR I fixed that, so the button now works fine. And the second issue was the toast notifications on mobile were not like aligned properly and not swipeable. So that's an enhancement I made, wherein the notifications are now fully aligned and much more mobile friendly.
Yeah, so last week I made 2 PRs and added 2 issues. So the first PR was related to adding a loader to the external results section. So previously it wasn't showing the loader, it would show no results first and then it would show all the results. So that's the change. And the second one is adding the user to, like, who is the user who created another user. So that field has been added in the front end, but waiting for the changes in the backend to be accepted so that can be reflected in the final output.
This week I improved the local run support with the Docker and implemented documentation for the same and requested the review.